You fucking kidding me. All right. Get a little disc golf going. Want to get some good weather. Jesus. All right, 60 feet out. Putter. Not too bad. All right. This is about 50 feet out. Yes. Not bad. Not too bad. We got no one yet? Try to get some air out there. All right. That was like, fuck. Pretty close. 15 and 20. That was gay. All right. I'll throw some more discs around here. I threw most of them in already. So I'm just throwing a perimeter around me for about 30 to 50 feet out around the goal, and then I try bank them in. I like the ace and bud. I'm pretty good with 2 strokes. I mean, it's as hard as you want it, or as easy as you need it. So I got one goal right here in the middle of my yard. And I throw about 15 to 20 discs in a circle around the goal at a minimum 30 feet and maximum 90 feet. So once I do that, get a little exercise, get some walking going. And use your natural barriers to make the shots more interesting. Like throw between trees, throw around trees. Just like that. More difficult, the more fun. So, all right, let's do it. I got 7 of you. Holy shit, that's better than usually. On TikTok, I try to get about 1,000 within about 20 minutes. This ain't bad. All right, so now on the first disc, you can go whatever order you want, counterclockwise, clockwise, doesn't matter. I got like 25 trees where I'm at, so it's kind of good to make some natural barriers. And also there's artificial barriers, like I have a football net over here that I use at night for throwing. Got a trampoline in the way. This first shot's gonna suck. I gotta throw it over a tree and the trampoline. So let's see. I'm gonna do a reversed. I'm gonna flip the disc upside down with a pterodactyl grip and try to throw over and through. See how well I fucked this up. Oh wow. It was right in front of the goal. That worked out great. So when you're out in the range, there's a chance that you could ultimately have to throw some very precarious situations. So here's my property. One side has got trees, so I use that to throw behind to make the shots even a little more difficult. And also, the more difficult, the more things it teaches you. Different ways of throwing. You can do a rollers. Okay, I missed this here. All right. So, got a putter. I got to throw to the goal. This shot ain't too bad. I just can't throw too much to the right, so I got to turn my body to the left to counter the throw. So I don't hit that metal pot holder. Oh, damn. It's called a dinger when you hit the goal and it doesn't go in. So, hey, almost had it. I also had the bad habit of throwing at the top of the goal, not the center. All right, the next trick shot, putter. And this time, the goal's right behind a tree, about 40 feet out. So I've learned to flip the disc and use that pterodactyl throw. Now there's a metal wire in the tree I didn't see, so I hit that directly. So otherwise, probably wouldn't have made it in, but would have got a little closer. And that's why it's important to make barriers. To look for things you don't normally find. All right, hold on. I got two discs right here. Hopefully this don't topple over. See if it holds up. Same problem. I gotta throw above a big ass chair and below the tree branches. So I gotta throw it just right. About 70 feet with the mid-ranger. Almost perfect. If I didn't have this, I'd be out in the range, but I don't want to risk falling on my ass out there. So just trying to keep it safe. All right. We've done about half of them in so far. Standard shitty putter. It's about 60 feet. Got to throw under these tree branches and around that shovel. Always want to bend your knees, kind of spring. All right. They say you really don't want to be looking at the goal when you're throwing at it. You aim your shoulder towards it. You waft it in. There's some truth to that. All right. This one's not as far. Do you eat cheese? Or a putter? 50 feet out. Another dinger. Who doesn't love cheese? All right. These shots a little harder. Much further. On the incline where I'm at, so I gotta hold the camera. Actually, that's about right. Shitty mid-ranger. About 75-foot shot. You gotta throw above a cage. and below tree branches. So I got kind of literally my effort not to fuck that up. Went ahead, threw a little hard to the right. So here's another. As we're out in the disc golf range, you're rarely gonna have perfect shots or perfect avenues. You gotta kind of think about disc golf like archery. If you've ever been hunting before, you shoot a bow, especially if you're shooting a bow out of a tree, you gotta trim out your lanes, have direct line of sight. Similar to disc golf. With an arrow, go straight where you throw it at. With a disc, you can modify your grip and get things around the target, depending on how well you can throw. All right, putter. That's like 60 feet. You gotta throw it under this tree line right here. If you find yourself not making good distance or slacking, you know, give it a little more lip and lift up a little more. Oh. All right, that was good range. I didn't give it enough ass. So, you got about what? 6 more to throw in. You'd be surprised to do 2 or 3 revolutions. You take your time, about 45 minutes. Spend a couple hours doing this, you'd be walking 5 miles, no problem. All right, this little nicer putter here, the Invader by Innova. You know, standard disc at Dick's Sporting Goods will cost you about 20 bucks. 19 bucks, typical disc. About 24 for something a little gooch here, but other than that, it's about normal. Unless you go to Adigan, what the fuck is it called? Play It Again Sports. All that kills me about that is some disc golf courses are attached to Play It Again Sports. Instead of returning your disc to you, if you have information on it, they'll fucking send it to the local Play It Again. You'll never see a disc again. So, not all disc golf courses are created equal. Some are well maintained, some not so much. All right. But if you go right now after this and you Google disc golf courses near me, you'll find a shitload. I think there's about between 8,000 and 10,000 in the U.S. alone. All right, so this shot here is about 70 feet. More like 65. With the driver, you know, supposed to use the putter, but whatever. With these, I learned to bank them in early. Completely screwed that one away. All right. For some reason, I forgot these 2 out here on the end. You can do a lot with one disc golf goal, a lot. That's just for education reasons. You know, if you ever want to throw a roller, because you have, for example, a lot of brushing away, we'll pretend there's brush. The roller only works. You kind of do a forehand grip and throw that way. See how close I can get to the goal. That's closer. Not the direction I wanted. But if you backhand it, you could also roll that way as well if you do a hyzer or an anhyzer, depending on how you throw it. All right. Another good Innova putter, the Colt, another $20 disc. I rarely buy expensive putters, but one of my boys, he swears on using the rubber putters, non-plastic. I'm not even using mid-rangers, just a putter and a driver. Ooh. Oh. I think it hit the goal. Just it lacked a little thrust. Damn it. Yesterday I made 2 2 aces out of 15. Today's just one of those days. All right, about 25 feet. I'd like 2 more, 4 more. Let's make it 5 and call it good, and then we'll go on TikTok. From Brazil. Somebody say cheese. I think someone did say cheese. So, all right. Putter, 20 feet. Jesus, I'm just fucking away today. Literally. I gotta redo my chains. I tied them down with some ordnance tape and some zip ties to minimize the noise, and they do a hell of a job deflecting discs. Oh, look at that. When you're close enough, I think within 30 feet, you almost want to basketball it in there. Kind of like almost dunk it. Now, one disc blocked the other, so once you throw too many discs is a problem. I think once you throw over 15, they build up and they block each other out, so I've done that before. Booyah. Well, that'll do. Thanks for joining me.